that America is concerned with any nation on earth that's attacking her outlying posts. Her enemies are intensifying their attack on her. America right out of the frying pan into the fire all over her due to her evil intention against her loyal black woman slave. Her talk of evil doing against the black woman slave in America is worse than it is against independent nations that they are trying to attack and destroy our country. While America has more hatred for the black woman slave and the millers who are faithfully fighting on the frying line to help her against her enemies than she is against enemies that they are shooting down. While America talks of building concentration camps, prison houses for the black woman slave, the black man in America, I'm told that America already have concentration camps built for this purpose. Concentration camps are jailhouse, prison house. This is why I cry day and night to my black brothers to seek refuge in Allah, God, in such a time as this. The Muslims do not have to worry about any such imprisonment, for the Muslims are already a citizen of the Nation of Islam, and we have our own people, Muslims, to deliver us by the order of God. This is why it's so necessary that the black man in America accept Allah, God, in His name, and get out of the names of the enemy, white slave master, who does not seek to bring about peace for us, but the enemy seeks to bring about our death. While America wants her black woman slave to suffer that which is not due to the black woman slave. The black woman slave had not sinned, nor has the black woman slave attacked other nations except under this order of his white slave master. Independence Day. Who independence? Since 1776, you black men have been worshiping the 4th of July along with the real authors of the 4th of July, the white man, as a day of independence for himself. It is the white slave master and his children who enjoy setting forth the 4th of July as a day of rejoicing over achieving this country independence any other foreign source. Now, the history of the 4th of July shows that it is the Independence Day of the American white man. They wrote the Declaration of Independence for himself. The white man did not put anything in the Declaration of the Independence for the benefits of the black man, who is a servitude slave of the white man at that time. The joy which the black slave experienced on these holidays of the white man was due to the black man getting rest from his labor, and a day which the white man had set aside for celebration. It is all the black slave will rejoicing over, that he did not have to work that day. But you are free now, and you do not need this for an excuse for your worshiping of the 4th of July. There is no further need for us to worship the ganging of the white man's independence. Let's take a look again at our own black independence, how we came on the same day of the 4th of July, at the coming of Allah God, came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, on July 4, 1930. The coming to us on Independence Day of the white man is very great. It is the day of great rejoicing, as with former people and their governments. The destruction took place when it was at the heights of their rejoicing. The kings, according to the Bible history of Daniel chapter 4, were walking around in his palace and proudly looking around and admiring the skills of the work he had set up, and says that not all this my hands have made. The Bible teaches us that while the word was in his mouth, the end came. While God changed his mind and heart from that of a civilized man to a mind and heart of a beast. He had the brain reaction of a wild beast. He was cast out amongst the dumb. What does that signify? It gives us a gleam into the history of the white man and his being cast out of the society of the Muslim 6,000 years ago. And he was made and then started trouble amongst the people of righteousness. Troublemaking caused the white man in his exile into the hill and cave size of West Asia, as Europe was called at that time. So Allah God taught me the name was changed to Europe. After the white man was cast to that area, Europe means a place where people are bound in to keep them out of the society of the righteous. Moses made the white man as an independent race through the guidance which Allah God guided Moses. to guide the white man out of his savage cage life and put him on the road of conquest of the black man. For 400 years, this white man swallowed us, the black man of America, up. He did not put us in a hole of the earth, but he swallowed us up by keeping anything like wisdom from coming to us. He set a bound against our own black people visiting us in order to prevent them from teaching us anything other than what this white man was teaching our black slave fathers. This caged us in and made this as secure a cage as a little cage to Europe that the Arab people put the white man in 6,000 years ago. The 4th of July is the day of rejoicing of the white man over his opponents for the Western Hemisphere. He wrote his constitution for his own white people and not for his black slave. Since this is his day which he has set aside for himself, and what part, black brothers, do you have in this day? Your part is not mixed with his part in a way of his own white politics and physical independence. But as I call your attention to proud King history and what happened to him at the heights of his kingdom, Allah God never destroyed a powerful people, nor deprived them of self-independence. When they was in trouble or when they were sick with grief, he made them to feel happy. He made them think that they would live forever. So it was with the coming of Allah God and the person of Master Muhammad, whom praise or do forever, when his coming to us on the 4th of July 1930. His presence meant the destruction of the independence of the white race, especially America, over the black man. Allah God visited the black slave who is more in need of help to enjoy freedom of self. Since Allah God came for the purpose of bringing self-independence to the black slave, then his going forth is with justice, the Bible, Revelation 19:11. And show Allah God's greatness and power over the slave master and his people. And Allah God attacks them at the heights of their civilization and at the greatness of the power and strength on the 4th of July, where they worship the greatness of the accomplishments of the black slave is sitting at his feet. As it was with the kings and as it was with Pharaoh, the same is being repeated today. This is the significance of Allah God coming on the 4th of July. For 400 years, we have been suffering under the pledge to servitude slavery and at the relentless hands of the white slave master over us. Allah God came to give justice and freedom to us, to make us equal members in society of a new, powerful, strong, wise people there. Ever since that day, we see the 4th of July 1930 had meant the doom of America's domination over the black man of America and the black people of the earth. Ever since that day, we see white America has been falling. America's fall is now going on. America refused to break her fall when she could have broken her fall, as the Bible teaches us. Babylon could have been healed, but she was not. Jeremiah 51, verse 9. She did not do anything to want such forgiveness, and this is why her judgment have come. America had been offered the chance for forgiveness, but she refused to accept it, for she never offered to do anything favorable towards the black slave, that she will make them free of her powers to rule them. See, black slaves went to their death fighting the enemy of this white slave master to help America to maintain her independence against foreign dominance. The black slave was not given anything in exchange for his sacrifice. Good morning to you, brothers and sisters. We see when a dog hunt for a hunter, the hunter master will sometimes share a part of the game with the dog. The black slave has helped his master to overcome and to put other people under control of his white slave master. The black slave have fought and died around the earth to help this white slave master to conquer those whom the master called his enemy. We help the white man to conquer Cuba and to overcome and subdue Mexico and the Philippine Islands and other places around the earth, and also Japan. How many lives did the black man lose in the Pacific by helping this white man to conquer the people of Japan, who are the brown half brothers of the black man? The brown race and the yellow race are the half brothers and the black man. Who independency? Now the white man and the black man are both free on this day. The coming of Allah God on this day means the freedom of the black man too. Means the freedom of the black man too. The clear significance of Allah God coming on this day shows the great wisdom of Allah God. Everywhere the white man may be, even in Europe, the earth belongs to the black man. Let us rejoice on this day, the 4th of July, and the coming of Allah God, who came in a person, a master fly Muhammad, whom praise are due forever, and give thanks to him. Let us enjoy the independence he has brought to us, the freedom, justice, and equality. He brought these things to us not by killing off the red Indians, nor any original self. Justice and righteousness are used by God, Allah. Independence. Independence means to be free of the dominancy of others. It's a very happy feeling for one to enjoy self-freedom. The white race in the Western Hemisphere takes this day of July 4, 1972, to be a day to worship and remembrance of the achieving independence from other people. The white race in the Western Hemisphere have to conquer the Indians who had the independent claim on the country now called America. And the white race in America cut off the ties of England and France and became the independent holders of the present country called America and the Western Hemisphere. The white race was not satisfied with owning a new country to itself. They wanted the country built up. But the white man was afraid to trust himself to build the country up. So he goes to other countries that was civilized, uncivilized Africa. In Africa, he took our black people as slaves and used us for hard labor purpose. Now, the white race have achieved those desires, and now he had the glorious things that man can enjoy, freedom. So we see the country of America cannot be said to be the white man's own, but having the freedom and power to overcome the native Indians of this country. The white race in America takes this day, July 4th, to celebrate the joy of independence at the others. And this is why God is after white America. See, Isaiah 18 verse 1, whom to the land shallow with wings. This refers to America. Her land is being shadowed with plains. See, if I was to say God is angry with white America for all the evil it has done, see, he's coming towards a people that he must come to destroy. So when we see signs and wonders being displayed in the heavens and earth, this is not a mystery, my brothers. It's not a mystery, because the earth shall read to unfold like a drunkard. See, God is coming on a group of people that he come to destroy. Now, someone asked me, I was live, and someone says, why are these planes is here? Why are the ships is here? Are they coming on a group of people? Are they coming on an elite? Are they coming to destroy the entire world? They are coming on a group of people. They are coming on the elite of people. And they know that the governments can't no longer keep this thing a secret anymore. Because, brothers and sisters, these planes stay up for a very long period of time. See, out of that Red Sea, the motherships. You see, Isaiah 18 verse 1, whom to the land that's shallow with wings. They are shallowing through America day and night. And see, they was using drones to try to shoot the motherships. You see, when he comes amongst thousands and thousands of his holy ones. See, Ezekiel chapter 37 talks about the dry bones. that God breathed life into those dry bones. So, saying all this, they're attacking something that's very a spiritual being. They can't war with it. And they know the militaries cannot fight against it. It's so advanced. They got their own technology. And I find this very interesting that the little bullets and cameras and whatever else they got can't war against. So now God has come to visit you. So we see, as thou hast done, so shall it be done to you. You see, someone's about to take away their enjoyable independence. See, the white race here in America had done the worst to the black people who helped the white man to build up the country of America and to make it suitable and to bring this enjoyable independence. But the white race in America have angered God due to the evil to us after 400 years here under the white race. The white race still desire to mistreat and to kill us all day long. The white man hates this black slave, while the black slave should be hating the white man for mistreating the black slave. But the white man makes the black slave to love him so well that when the white man mistreats him, the black slave would not dislike the white man for mistreating him. Now the time of God has arrived. The time that Allah God must separate the black slave and his white slave master and bring freedom to this black slave. So we see the power of our enemy being broken by God and destroying the power of the white man's power to maintain his slave over the whole world. Independence is fine if we can keep and maintain independence, but there is a dark cloud of trouble now spreading over the country of America. The dark cloud makes so once freedom of thought and action become instead a freedom of death, hell, and destruction. It is awful to think over the things of evil and the trouble that are now coming upon the glorified North America. The poor black slave numbered now into tens of millions of black people never knew anything of the joy of freedom because of this victorious enemy, like a young lion as Daniel giveth in the Bible, had made the black slave a prey to all of the white man's wicked desires. Now what do we have to celebrate in the fact that the white man is enjoying freedom over us and celebrating the white man's independence? We make a fool out of ourselves. We cannot celebrate his day. Only time that we, the black people, have a day to worship and are able to call a day our day. Our freedom is when we are free from one America and free from any other nation and become independent, some of this earth that we can call home. Then we can say that this is a holiday and a freedom day for us. Black sisters, black brothers, let us unite and get together and try to go from that what binds us to others. Slavery in Alabama and Mississippi. The white man trichology is always being trumpeted to the world that they are peace lovers, as though they want all people, as they falsely claim, to be free, to live in peace, while they are sitting on and crushing between 20 and 30 million black people in America, who as they served to slaves 100 years ago. Now for 100 years, the slave master children falsely claim that we are free and that they are trying to treat us as free people. And have come to me that in the states of Alabama and the country of Alabama, there are big plantations owned by white people, and a stately white house is set up on hills, and slaves living in the surrounding stocks. These black people work hard for very small pay. It is said by some that the salary range from 25 cents a day to $2.50 a week. Rough clothes to work in are furnished to them. This kind of slavery goes on through the generation, one generation after another, is subject to this slave way of life and what is called a free world. In order to keep these black people in this type of slavery, the owner had mounted a guard patrolling the plantation with a gun lying across his lap and a saddle on his horse to see that there is no black interference from the outside to entice the enslaved black on the inside of his plantation come in a better area for better wages. These people grow up there and they die there on the plantation. Some of them never knew civilization. They are satisfied because they know none of life but the slave life that the father and grandfather have been living under. We hear this kind of slavery goes on not only in the country I'm about, but in other states such as Mississippi and Georgia. A year ago, when I was a young man in Georgia, I heard that such slavery on large plantation was going on in certain areas in Georgia. And people will go to the farm there, and the poor man probably owns another white farm, and this white farmer pays the deputy that he owns the other white farmers. And then the black man becomes the slave, the balance of his family life on the plantation of this white man who pays the debit to a previous white plantation owner long as he lived, never pays that debit. See, this is the worst injustice, the most cruel slavery of all. They are shot and killed or beaten to death if they are found trying to leave the plantation. The white owners make other black of the same plantation under fear of being informers of what is said and planned by the blacks. And that had been told to me in my young life that certain rivers, lake, and wood and wilderness like place carrying the bones and skull of many black slaves from these plantations in so-called freedom time in the age of slavery by the laws of this government and world. But in these southern states where Miss George Wallace was running for president, he could make every black man and woman in the South vote for him under fear. These black people are afraid to disobey white people in high office, or even the old white woman who is hardly able to buy himself a new overall suit. And this is why God comes to straighten out this crookedness. God is coming to kill a right race of people, whether you want to believe it or not. But he's coming. America been warned. God at his mercy been merciful. And the people that he came to see, he will destroy. And see, this is why America knows their time has come. They know the time has approached. And this is why they won't do the right thing. And see, when they're doing the justice, would have checked her fall. The black people in the South have been brought up for many years and for centuries to fear white people, where there is no freedom or chance to get out among free people. These black people become most ignorant and the most terrified people are whites that there are in the country of America. And the white man knows this. You see, he gets rich. He built himself a fine, luxurious home on the plantation. And as far as he can see, he claims that the land is his. The poor slaves are living in the worst stocks. When the rain comes, some of them have to go to the walls of the house with piles to catch the rain, coming through their almost open roof. So after 400 years in this ritual district, you see the sun-nosed, kempt mouth, tobacco juke mouth, blue-eyed devils are plunking our people down to such slavery teachings, crushing them to death and diseasing them. See, our children are suffering for a lack of medical attention. They are coming up with sore pus for a lack of medical attention. Little children are dying from this old USA because of this white demon wants to do all the ill he possibly can. Children are coming up suffering from malnutrition right down in the South. See, this is why God come. This is not a mystery why he's here today and why he are calling thousands, and I say thousands amongst his holy ones. This is why he comes. They're going to continue to lie because the governments today have failed you. America have failed you. And Christianity have failed you. There have not been justice for our people. And this is why the race is suffering from today. And nobody's going to have sympathy anymore for white America. See, they can boast so long. See, they can boast about the military equipments that they have. China, Russia, North Korea, they can boast. But can they win against Almighty God? Now, brothers and sisters, there's a war underway. And I know you guys heard that the alien invasion is coming to America because they know that they got to be here for this assignment because we are sitting at a peak of Armageddon. Then after that, the final judgment will come. See, if I was to tell you that Revelation talks about a new Jerusalem, see, the motherships is like a human-made planet. See, there will be many rooms. See, this is why Jesus talked about the marriage supper. See, there will be mansions. See, inside this ship, brothers, there are many rooms. And see, they know this, and they know that their time has come. So they can just continue to lie, because Satan been a liar from the beginning. He was the father of lies. He was a murderer. You know, so how are people so blind? Why are you guys not seeing what's going on? I told you guys, you will see this with your own eyes. And you will say, great is the Lord beyond the border of Israel. You see, the people will say, we will rebuild the ruin. See, this is what the Edomite says. See, we will rebuild the ruin. But this is what the Lord host says. They may build, but I will demolish. You shall see this with your own eyes. And people will see the wicked land of America with their own eyes. Then they will say, great is the Lord beyond the border of Israel. You see, when the Father speaks to his Son, the Son honors the Father. So if God is a master, where's the honor? See, it is you, white America, who he's after. See, this is why God comes. So they ask me, is the motherships coming to destroy a world completely? Are they coming for a group of people? Are they coming for the governments? It's plain to this day. They are flying in shallow America almost daily. Read the Bible. Isaiah 18 verse 1. Womb to the land, shallow with wings. This refer to the planes that shallow through America daily. And see, brothers, they know what this is. They know their time is coming. They can't war with the planes because the planes is taking the drones out. So I say this to say this. They got these drones up because they see these orbs. See, I seen the orbs. The orbs is none other than the motherships. It zigzagged, yet it lived through the sea. It come out of the ocean. Why do they come on the ocean? Because they come 40 miles to Earth gravity. They go to the ocean to get all its ingredients, all its oxygen and hydrogen, whenever it needs refueling. This is why the mother plane is here. It won't be denied why they are here. They are angry. They are very angry. America, her doom has approached. You see, when winter comes, we see they are setting up their fireplaces trying to keep warm. These are the worst living conditions of human beings that could even be in the jungle of Africa, where they do not have sawmills or bricks or kins to saw timbers into limbers and to mold bricks. America have everything necessary to make her slave a good warm home, a cold home, and to give her slave a good living wage. Because our father for 400 years have already supplied the wealth for us today to be given good substantial raises for our necessary life. It is pitiful, my brothers and sisters, to go into these southern areas out in the Richard district and see how after 400 years, this wicked sunburnt, killed nose, tobacco droop mouth, blue-eyed devils are plunking our people down to such slavery condition. See, crushing them to death and diseasing them. Their children are coming up suffering from malnutrition. We see fever and other disease capture them and take them to their pine box grave or to the hole in the ground in the South without anything like honor or their death. They are buried in rough pine wooden boxes. The black man of America is so mistreated by a 400-year-old slave master and slave master children that you just cannot describe any mistreatment of human beings to equal the evil and ill treatment that the black man have and still suffer in America. So I'm going to say it like this. They started this war. See, America loves managing other people's affairs. They can't them keep their nose clean. So the motherships that live in Mars, see, when they came to Mars, they started the war. See, when she can never keep her nose clean, so let the war begins. Why you think they are showing themselves? Why do you think they are so advanced with this high technology? Why do you think that they are hovering over the entire cities? Because she becomes the number one public enemy on God's radar. And should no one have sympathy anymore for white America, because I'm telling you guys what God came to do. We about to be in a fresh 2025. And just as the Simpsons predicted, we about to start seeing strange things. We about to start seeing this thing unfolding. Believe me. We see in many towns, we see in the cities of the southern states, even in their capitals, you'll find the black man living in a very bad condition today. His toilet sometimes an open, boarded up place stinking right there in the cities, diseasing the citizens because of that evil demon. The white man wants to give all the ill he can to a people who have served him as slaves for 400 years. It's just going on in the South. Go see it for yourself. The U.S. malls come to these towns and cities. In some place, you see the black man are forced to walk to a drugstore and ask a drugstore owner for their meals. Then they are treated like dogs, as though the devil are giving him something free, while the sinners and the male have paid the tax for the postal carriers to bring it to their doors. Little black children are walking around with sore pus, running out of them for the lack of medical attentions. Little black children are dying a disease right in this false freedom of this USA. The black people are carried down by this victorious enemy who keeps his gun loaded to blow them down. And every happy, one-sided, grinded mouth policeman or sheriff is seeking to test the slightest chance to kill a Negro. The one has to say to his brother devil judge that he has to kill a Negro. And the judge look at him and give him a big smile and a hand clap as though he did not kill enough. You are to kill all of them. I have heard from their mouth when I lived in the South that there was too many Negroes in the South and the white people should kill all some of them. There are more Negroes than whites, and the white man should kill off some of these Negroes. What chance does this black man have under the shadow of American government for freedom, justice, and equality? I thank Allah and the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, who have come to deliver the black man in America and to kill the oppressors. This is very good, and we should be shouting day and night that liberty has come. The revelation of the Bible had given his people the right name, a beast, and the most vigorous description does the revelation gives. In Daniel of the Bible, this people is described as a beast rising up out of the sea with 3 ribs of a man in his mouth. This is the description of white America, with the black slave struggled for 3 centuries in the power of our enemies, the devils. The black man in the South will be a fool to vote for any white man in the South to rule him. He should stay away from the poll, because the white man for whom he votes is an enemy of his. He is bound to tighten his shackles tighter than ever. The preacher enforcing law, and that law is unjust law directed against the black man. Vote for Allah and for his servant Elijah Muhammad, and by the power of Allah God, who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise is due forever. All of the prophecy of the Bible, what he will do in freeing the black man of America, will be fulfilled. Let us submit to him and live in peace with money, in good home, with the friendship of God and righteousness. There is nothing that you have to fear today but God himself. It is useless for us to fear our enemies after the coming and presence of our God, who have power over the very atom of life. There is fear of the white man that will cause our people to eat the fire of hell with the white man if they do not recognize the fact that it is God whom they should fear, and not this devil. The world of the white man is coming to nothing. The safety of the black man is his God. As Holy Quran teaches us, in this day and time, seek refuge in Allah, the God of the black man. He's the only place of refuge. We have made white America one of the richest, strongest people on earth. Her mighty navies commanding the high seas, with her undersea cliff crawling on the bottom of the ocean, carrying deadly weapons to surface and pour out on towns and cities other than America. Listen device set up throughout the earth and land, seas, and air to listen to see what people are saying about her and planning against her, knowing she is guilty, deserving death, and that she should be taken and destroyed. She had prepared to put up a mighty battle, but Allah, God too have prepared, and he's the best planner, knowing their thoughts before they was ever made. They have not the slightest chance today against the power of Allah that is working against them, even through the force of nature. The white race have been disgracing the entire black nation of the earth. Africa has suffered under the same wicked powers of this white race and having an awful time of trying to rid herself of such a demon. She will do so, and soon. Here in America, Almighty Allah God wants to make himself known with both the punishment and the destruction of this mighty, powerful, rich people. Fear not, my dear black people, for we have Allah with us. He is a mighty and strong and the most powerful one to be feared. Come follow me, and I'll lead you to your starvation. Now, Ezekiel 37. There was those dry bones. I want to get back to that. There was those dry bones that God breathed his spirit and made life. And made those dry bones turn into extraterrestrials. Now, the dry bones is referring to our ancestors. Many of you guys will see and witness that our ancestors is coming for us. This is why they want to deny, because God is sending thousands of his holy ones, our ancestors, coming to visit us to bring us home. You see, if God would get a good smell of this modern wicked filth, he would take this wicked filth, and compare it to a wildflower that stunk his nostril. See, when he smelled this wicked filth, he will compare this filth with ancient Babylon. So I say this, brothers and sisters, the time is now far. It's the time that we have to get ourselves right in alignment. Because white America judgment is here. And we don't have to wait, brothers. I told you guys, we don't have to wait 20, 15, 10 years. The fall is within a few days. It couldn't come no faster than what we're witnessing. I'm telling you, America's playing with fire, and all of us is sitting in this crossfire. When 99% don't even know that our future is at stake. See, with every evil spooner can do their worst to you, will make it difficult for the 99% ignorant to ever know what's at stake. It's on, popping right now as we gathering. Yes, brothers, it's popping right now between our eyes. See, God got real physical eyes and ears. You see, he's very active today, and he's not playing with white America. Because you see, brothers, Pharaoh term has to come to an end. Pharaoh political party has to come to an end. So when we look at this, America political party has to come to an end. You see. And see, they can no longer hold on and maintain power. You see, they will use this power, and they will continue to use it to get in office. I say this because Trump, America can never become great again. And see, Trump, my brothers and sisters, he's that new Barabbas. He's the new Barabbas. Because the ignorant American people will continue to vote. You see how silly this is? They'll continue. See, let this make sense. With all the mess that Trump put this country to, 2016, that January 6th insurrection, with all of the mess that this man put this country in, the people will continue to request just as they did with Barabbas. We want Barabbas. So as long as the people continue to vote for this man, we continue to look up and see the injustice. Whether we cast our votes to Republicans, Democrats, you see the die is always set against us. So whether you cast your votes or you don't cast your votes, they will continue to use this power till their power be breaking. And this is why God comes to straighten out this crookedness. See, never no more, and I mean never no more will the earth be let out to these non-owners. They can no longer subdue the earth because the earth has been out their reach. See, Pharaoh was given power and dominion, but you see, he was stripped overnight. America is being stripped overnight because they will not do one basic principle, and that giving the black man his freedom, justice, and equality. Because Jesus says when you give in a brother and sister, a believer, a drink of water, and that being a good act, see, God can prolong the time. See, God can put extension time, because no good act, my brothers and sisters, go without its reward. So we're going to come to Alabama. There's more slavery that's happening in Alabama. according to the article we see in November 25th, 1969, issued the Wall Street Journal, written by Mr. Neil Maxwell, staff reporter. And according to reports of our own farmers, the Muslim property and life are being attacked by a devil, Miss James H. Bishop, called himself a missionary. He has started attacking us for a fight. The Muslims have lost a couple of heads of cattle by gunshots penetrated by some coward, according to a report of Mr. Neil Maxwell. This demon, Miss James H. Bishop, seeks to bring himself and American people into a war with Allah God and the righteous, which will be the end of America and her people. We the Muslims are a people of peace and have and are proving ourselves to be just that all over America. And of course, this demon, Mr. James H. Bishop, is proving himself to be just what he is made to be, a mischief maker. As Allah God, who came in the person of Master Fala Muhammad, whom praise or do forever, has taught me that he is. I will warn this troublemaker that he is playing with fire, and a very hot fire, who is not attacking Elijah Muhammad and his followers, but he is attacking Allah God, who welcomes the attack. But this is what he came for. As sure as Allah God live, we will convert every black man in America to his or her own, and this includes those in Alabama. Look at the Muslim condition in Alabama. Went there to buy a piece of land from a citizen of Alabama, and then some white enemy appears who called himself a preacher of the gospel of Jesus, but he did not forget to preach the gospel of the devil along with it. This devil, Miss Bishop, we hired him when we first went to the farm in Alabama. He worked for us on the farm, digging holes to help us to get set up on the farm. At that time, he said nothing to us in a way of charging us with being there illegally. Why did he hire out to us? Why did he help us to get started on our farm? We hired him and pay him for his work. And there is no talk from him in the matter in which he is talking now. So this man have now turned to be a real open enemy and not a secret enemy. He even goes so far now, even talk of killing us, asking us for a fight. We are losing cattle from bullet wounds. He is speaking in direction, even destroying our property and cattle. Even make it hard for us to buy gasoline. And the most ignorant and worst thing is that the gas attendant sell us the gasoline, and then we are arrested and charged with a crime for buying the gasoline instead of charging the man who sold it to us. See, it's very ignorant and silly. We have brought lands and cattle in Alabama, and we mean to get the profit out of what we buy. And the government of Alabama intends to drive us out from our properties. They will have to buy us out, not drive us out. If the government of Alabama is in agreement with the white people of Alabama and what they are doing against the Muslim, then I want to say to the whole white America that we have Allah God on our side to retaliate against anyone who mistreat us. We did not go down there with rifles and guns to shoot anyone. We the Muslims and the brother of Muslims. If we are not accepted by our brother Muslims, we must certainly have been accepted by the God of Islam, Allah, whose proper name is Master Fala Muhammad, whom praise are due forever, who came to us without observation, as it is written of him. However, he makes the work manifest. The Nation of Islam idea, again, is to build better country homes for the black people. I said to the whole American white people that you can never win against anyone inside of America, as long as you seek to mistreat us. As it is written in the Bible, he who contains with us, Allah God will contain with him, and give them their blood to drink like sweet wine. So remember, we are the people of Allah God. We made no trouble with anyone, but Allah God will retaliate against anyone who made trouble for us or who seeks to do us harm. The decline of the dollar. I want to tell you guys this for future reference. If you got drones, listen to me. If you have these drones, don't fly them up, because now they won't to arrest people that's going to fly drones, because we come into a time that you guys are going to witness seeing the motherships. So don't fly the drones, because don't give it would give it would give them ways to arrest you. So don't go about taking matters in consideration that I'm just going to fly these drones to spy. Don't do that. Keep in mind, when the Lord said, "Revenge is mine, I will repay the oppressors," let God revenge America for what she about to get. Because since you don't want to abide by us, since you don't want to do justice by us, then let America be. Watch what God do to these people. See, they are at rage and they are biting at their fingertips. That rage, my brothers and sisters, because I say this to you. They used to go to war with the motherships back in 96, where you had America, Russia, China, North Korea, Vietnam. You know, they used to work together at some point. But now you see how so advanced in technology they have, and all the technology they have. America, she's in trouble because they know that they can't war with what the people are seeing. So a time has gradually approached, a time that will be so terrible, brothers and sisters, that it's going to make children's grave hair when they see the coming day. When they see America for what she is, because she has not been right. And so, why should any one of us have sympathy? Because our Redeemer has come. This is why God comes. This is why He comes. We have to be thankful. We have to seek refuge in a time like this. Because a time has approached. Now, the decline of the dollar. We see the strongholds of America. The governments is falling to pieces. She had lost amongst the nation of the earth. One of the greatest power of America was her dollar. The loss of such power will bring any nation to weakness. For this is the meter of exchange between nations. The English pound and the American dollar have been the power of the backing lights of these two great powers. But when the war went on, we see the gold and silver standards, the financial doom of America and England, was sealed. The pound had lost 50% of its value. The American dollar had lost everything now as power backing her currency, which was once backed by gold from every $5 note up, and all the currency was backed by silver from a dollar note up. But today, the currency of America is not backed by any sound value silver or gold. The note today is something that the government declared they would give you the value in return, but does not name what that value is. But they definitely are not backing the currency with silver or gold. This is the number one fault. It is very clear that the loss of the power of American dollar means the loss of the financial power of America. What will happen since there is no sound backing from our notes? We do not know. What should we expect even in the next 12 months under the fall of the power of American dollar? This means that we have 100% deflation. What could happen under 100% deflation? Your guess is as good as mine. The power of gold and silver was once bounded in America. But the touch of the finger of God against the power of so mighty a nation has now caused the crumbling and fall of America. We can easily and truthfully liken the fall of America to the prophet picture given in the Bible, Revelation of John 18, verse 2. The name Babylon used there does not really say it's where it is ancient Babylon, or a picture of some future Babylon. description it gives as follows. He, the angel, cried mightily with a strong voice, with authority, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen, it become the habitation of devils. Allah had declared the people to be a race of devils, and a whole every foul spirit, and a cage every unclean and hateful bird. The description here gives to the Babylon by the prophet compared with the present history and people of America and their fall. A picture shows the cause of the fall. Number one, she had become the habitation of devils. And being the habitation of devils make her a haven for every people that love the work or doing of the devil. Here the prophet refers to them as being a whole every foul spirit, and a cage every unclean and hateful bird. People are referred to as birds, snakes, beasts, fish, and other animals to tell represent the characteristics of that person. It's universally known that the very beginning of American people was from the lower class or European people, and their first ruler, President Washington, was a fugitive from England, and the common dissatisfied and lower grades of European people followed and boasted his authority. This field inhabited America with a very low class and low base of people. Then this type of people went into Africa and purchased slaves amongst our people who was also uneducated. Most of them, but there was a few who was highly educated. And all of these began to mix with the lower base, evil mind, will citizens of the Western Hemisphere whites. And when America began to get strong in power, she opened her doors to unprivileged slavers in overpopulated countries such as China, Japan, and Europe to seek citizenship in America. This brought into America one of the most mixed people who was granted the freedom to live any kind of life they choose. They was not forced to serve the God of the universe who made heaven and earth, nor any religion. They have freedom of worship to make America a haven for any people who wish to be free of the competitors, of religious and just rule and authority. These people for the past 500 years have put into practice every evil that is imaginable. We see the freedom of uncleanness is granted in worship. The percentage of sexual worship of the same sex is great. Any government on the face of the earth. Little children are being taught sex almost from the cradle, making a whole nation that one man put it. Nearly 90% freak of nature. It is common to see on the streets of any metropolitan city of America. See man sweethearting with man, women sweethearting with women, and little boys with boys and little girls with girls. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. The time is now. We don't have to wait. Thinking that you have long to wait can be the greatest mistakes that people make in the past. You see, in the days of Noah, locks, so shall be in the days of the coming of the Son of Man. And see, she's in the grip of a divine judgment. Her divine action is taking place. So you guys, we don't have to wait much longer. Her judgment is underway. And we should be happy that the deliverer has come to deliver us. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.